Okay, here's a quick review of prime and composite numbers. A prime number has exactly two factors. Okay, a composite number has more than two factors. And prime factorization comes from the word prime and the word factor. So what it means is we start with a composite number and break it down to its prime factors. So let's try finding the prime factorization of 48. And we're going to want to write our answer in exponent form. Let's see if I have room over here. All right, the number 48 is composite because it has more than two factors. I could start breaking it up into any two factors I know. So I know that 8 times 6 is 48. So now I'm done with the number 48. I'm dealing now with the number 8 and the number 6. So I'm going to start with the number 8. I know it's composite. It has more than two factors. Two factors of 8 are 2 and 4. So 2 times 4 is 8. I can see that 2 is prime. That means I'm done. That's going to be in my answer. 4 is still composite. So I'm going to take the 4 and break it down into its two factors, 2 times 2. Both 2's are prime numbers, so I'm going to circle those, and I am done with that part of my factor tree, otherwise known as prime factorization. Okay, now I have to work on that 6 that's hanging there on the tree. 6 is still composite because it has more than two factors. So if I think of the factors of 6, I know that 2 times 3 is 6, and both those numbers are prime. So I'm going to circle those. All the circled numbers are my answer. I'm just going to put them together now. So I'm going to make sure I count all the 2's and don't miss any. 1, 2, 3, 4 2's. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. And then I have the 1, 3 times 3. Now if I remember what exponent form means, I'm going to think back. It means 2 is the base number. And how many times are we multiplying 2 by itself? 4 times, so 4 is the exponent. So 2 to the 4th power times 3 is my final answer of the prime factorization of 48. Now if I wanted to check that, I would have to re-multiply this, 2 to the 4th power times 3, and I should get 48. So I'm going to check that. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16, and 16 times 3 is 48. So 2 to the 4th power times 3 is 48. Now just a quick review of exponent, factor form, and standard form. Let's recall exponent form. Again, here's 2 to the 4th power. 4 is my exponent, 2 is my base number. What that means is I'm always just going to use the number 2, and the exponent tells me how many times I multiply 2 by itself, and that's 4 times. And when I actually multiply it out, 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16. 16 is my answer in standard form. I'm going to do one more for practice. If I have 3 to the 2nd power, that means 3 is my base number. That's the one number I multiply by itself 2 times. My exponent tells me 2 times. So 3 times 3 is the factor form of 3 squared, and 3 times 3 is 9. So 9 is the standard form of 3 squared.